Welcome back everyone, I'm the Depressed Dior and this is Final Fantasy Tactics 1.3. So, I've gotten some votes in, or not votes, but I got some suggestions for characters and even some suggestions for Ramza, so I'm going to go ahead and get some of this stuff started. I'm not going to be able to do all the characters at once, obviously, because first of all, there's a 5 character limit for battles, but I intend on making probably every character that pops up. I'm willing to say that because usually I get a bunch of comments in the first couple of days of making my voting videos, and then after that it kind of just disappears off the face of the planet. That's fine because, like I said before, I will open more voting opportunities in the future for later chapters if necessary. Well, I'm going to be doing that one way or the other, but you know how it goes. Anyway, so first things first, I'm going to go ahead and show the shop. Not much to show in the shop right now. Literally it's just stuff we already have, except for the rods and oak staffs, which we can't even use yet because we have no casters. In fact, right now my army consists of Ramza and Delita because I haven't hired anyone yet. Also, we can buy Phoenix Downs, eye drops, and potions, which is a little weird. I didn't really expect eye drops, but I suppose there is a chance of getting blinded? Maybe? No, not really. Whatever. Also, something else to point out, in 1.3 you start out with a lot of items. You start out with essentially one of everything. You start out with 5 potions, 3 Phoenix Downs, or I think it was 3 Phoenix Downs, and essentially one of everything. Now, they took out the elixir and replaced it with the power source. The power source restores all HP and MP, and it's an ancient artifact from Baron. No chemist can ever learn how to use a power source. The only only thing that can use power sources is the robot. I think its name is Worker 8. And we're not going to get him anytime soon. And I don't even intend on using him unless someone votes for him. So I'm going to go ahead and sell this power source for 2,500. And that'll give us a nice boost of money, which we're going to need in the beginning. If you're like me, who makes their own characters, you're gonna need that money to hire people. So definitely take advantage of that. There's also a bunch of other items that you might not need right off the bat, such as like holy waters and stuff. You can sell those for pretty good profit as well. But with that power source sold, also we have some spare gear we can sell as well. So we'll hopefully have enough to get well prepared for the upcoming fight. I'm going to actually show you how I'm going to hire characters, just to kind of show what you can do. I kind of wish this changed name thing could be done for characters, but it can only be done for monsters, which is kind of useless. I mean, monsters are good in this version of the game, but I don't really like messing with monsters because they don't have job classes for one thing. But anyway, I'm going to be let's go ahead and start making some characters, shall we? Let's start with a male character. Now you might notice the price is a little bit different. It's 1,500 for male and 1,400 for female. The reason for that is the starting gear for a male fighter includes a broadsword, while a female fighter starts with a dagger. Now usually that's kind of a debuff, but in 1.3 daggers do have some use. They can give you additional speed at the sacrifice of attack power. Anyway, let's go ahead and make a male fighter. So what's going to happen is this guy is going to just show us a random character. And the thing I'm going to be looking at is, if you look at the top, right under the Squire on the top right, there's Brave and Faith. I want high values for both. Brave influences triggering various effects, such as if you have like abilities like Auto Potion and things like that. Those will the percent chance that those will trigger is based off your Brave stat. So if I kept this guy, he would only have a 46% chance to trigger any sort of reaction ability that requires a percent chance. What Faith does is it influences how effective spells are on you. The higher the Faith, the better healing magic and buffs, and the chances of like buffs and revives to work on you. Now it's also the opposite is also true, and having high Faith does make you more vulnerable to attack spells and debuffs. But overall, I'd rather have reliable heals and reliable buffing and buff removal, or debuff removal and things like that. So I definitely prefer having higher Faith. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cancel this because I don't want this guy. So what we do is just keep cycling until we get... No. No. Alright, 1 second. I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to load save. Fine. Fine. No. It's good, I was able to cancel. God, I was worried. I was worried I might have to load my save. 69.65 is actually pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and keep that. Yes, hire that person. Alright, so this person's not gonna be named Buster. We're actually gonna go ahead and name this person Auric, because that is one of the people, one of the ones that were mentioned. And then we'll do some deletes, like that. Alright, so Auric is gonna, this person actually gave me a lot of step-by-step. Sorry if I'm not gonna say anyone's username or YouTube name for this. I just have listed character names on my little document here. But yeah, Auric, male character. It's gonna start out as a Squire, go into Marksman, become a Thief, and then become a Lancer. I'm gonna have, and then some specific stuff is Weapon Guard, Maintenance, and move HP up. The only tricky part is probably the move HP up, because I think that's a monk ability, but that's completely fine. So let's go ahead and keep this person. Yes, there you go, 1500. So yeah, hiring a bunch of new characters right off the bat is actually a bit of a money sink, but I'm completely fine with that. Anyway, who else do we have? Okay, who do I want to get next? Let's go ahead and get a female fighter next. That is awful stats. 60, let's see if we can get better. It's a little tedious, but there's, in the original game, there's a lot of ways to manipulate things like bravery and faith. In fact, having way too high of bravery or faith can actually be bad, because it can cause people to leave your party. But in this game, you don't actually have very many direct ways to manipulate brave and faith. Unfortunately, some of the bosses do, because apparently 1.3 hates you. The people that made the patch decided to hate you and decided to include characters that can debuff your friggin' brave. But it is what it is. Sorry if it's a little tedious at the start, but I will show off a combat. Unfortunately, I keep getting good in one and bad in the other. Okay, that's a good one. 70 brave, 64 faith, that's really good. So we will hire this person. And this person's going to be named... Let's go with this. We'll go with Aren. Aren is... This one's pretty straight... Well, mostly straightforward. The person wants to become a dancer. And until, of course, dancer is like one of the top tier things. I mean, top tier being it has a lot of requirements to unlock. But the person also mentioned becoming a marksman until later on, until you know she's ready to become a dancer. So I'm completely fine with that. When she becomes a dancer, the focus for that character is going to be mostly just debuffing and melee. So if I do get any additional input about that character, I will definitely adapt. But for all I know right now, she's going to be a marksman and gradually working towards a dancer. The way that's going to work is during story battles, like the battles I'll be showing on video, she'll be a marksman. But when I'm grinding, I'll probably be grinding her other job classes to gradually get her towards dancer. Alright, so welcome to the team, Aren. You have really good faith. Okay, and I'm just going to hire one more character for the time being, because right now I can only use three characters at the moment, plus Ramza. So let's go with another male character. Yes, we will go with another male character. I'm just looking at what sort of character I want, or what character is available. I did get a vote for Onion Knights, but of course I can't get Onion Knight until like chapter 4 or something like that, so it's gonna be a while. But there was a mention for that as well as some details. Alright, yeah, we're gonna go with a male fighter. 6964 is actually pretty damn good, so I'll go ahead and keep it. Also, you do get a random zodiac symbol every time you know, refresh. But I don't really want to deal with zodiac symbols, so I just use what I get. And it's stuttering again. I apologize. There we go. Yes, we will hire this person to our party. Let's see. We already have Aura. Hey, that's a name I was not expecting. All right. We want. Okay. We will grab this person. Now, if I have not picked your person, don't worry about it. I intend on, if you have put forth the effort to kind of put a character up and have met my criteria of name, gender, and job class, I will make your character one way or the other. The only thing that will stop me is if I hit character limit as far as the number of characters that I have in my group, which I think is like 16 in total, counting Ramza. So if I reach that limit, I will have to just make do, and just most likely what will end up happening is I just won't end up using your character name and just switch someone that's already existing to a different class to match your class. So, like I said, if you put forth the effort, I will make your character one way or the other. Alright, so yeah, your name is Forge. Okay, so Forge, he is going to be a knight that will eventually become a samurai. In fact, I actually had a number of characters who wanted to be samurai. Actually, a number of characters wanted to be knights. So, a lot of tanky melee guys and stuff like that, which is great. So yeah, knight as a start, eventually becomes samurai. And as for secondary abilities, it was actually Geomancer to get elemental as well as attack up. So this person really wants to go into heavy physical raw damage with elemental ranged attack. So we will go with that. Okay, so I think that's everybody, at least for now. This upcoming battle is a story battle, and I'm going to be stuck with Delita, unfortunately. And so I'm only going to be able to send 3 characters plus Ramza, so it is what we have. Alright, so let me check my stuff again. So Auric, Aaron, and Forge. Okay, well. Okay, so what I'm going to go ahead and do, funny enough, is, let's see. I'm going to turn one of these characters into a chemist temporarily. It might be Ramza. Speaking of Ramza, the vote for Ramza was going to be Knight with white magic, and getting access to Hamido, but for now use Weapon Guard until I get Hamido, and 2 hands, and anything that increases movement. So 2 hands and Hamido are both samurai abilities, so essentially the primary class, pretty much this Ramza is going to be a paladin character, a knight with white magic, with some samurai support abilities. The samurai stuff will take a while, but the rest of the stuff is pretty easy to get. So right now, Auric needs wants maintenance, which I don't think I can get right now. Yeah, maintenance is 200. But if I do that right now, that actually might be fine. Alright, well, first of all, a few things you want to do with a Squire is get Weapon Guard for free. And that's pretty much it. So at the very least, you can get some Weapon Guard. Everything else is kind of minor. Also get Potion and Phoenix Down for free. And then you can go ahead and get Item, so everyone can use potions and items. Aaron. Okay, Aaron, you're going to be the marksman. So let's go with, we'll obviously get you Weapon Guard, and then, of course, the standard stuff. Potion, Phoenix Down. So unfortunately, since these are fresh characters, they don't have really that much fancy abilities. But what we can do is give her a Bowgun. And give her a shield. Unfortunately, Ramza Squire, the Ramza version of a Squire actually can't use shields, which is a bit annoying. Alright. Okay, I think that's good for now. Forge, you're just gonna be... yeah, you're just gonna be melee person, that's completely fine. So we'll give you that. And you have battle boots. Okay. So let's go ahead and pull up Forge, see if you can learn anything. Oh, you're just short of getting move +1. Okay, that's fine. Now, a smart thing to do is probably go ahead and get Throw Stone so you can actually do stuff with that. But I'm not a smart individual. Actually, yeah, you might as well get Throw Stone. I mean, I'm gonna get it for free, just from some crystals, so I don't know. Alright, whatever. Get item, get weapon guard, and that's pretty much all you can get. Delita is gonna remain a Squire because I don't have any knight gear for him yet. But hopefully he'll probably be our kind of our main tank at this point, so it is what it is. Alright, so who requires chemist stuff? Auric requires chemist stuff, and Ramza eventually needs to become a priest. So yeah, tell you what, I'll deal with the priest stuff in trying grinding. So we'll go ahead and make Auric our we're gonna make Auric our chemist for the time being, just so he can get maintenance, because that is something they the creator wanted. So yeah, we'll get maintenance. Okay, so yeah, we'll do a class change for him. He will be a chemist for the time being. Once he gets maintenance, he will definitely be switching to other stuff. Yeah, actually, go ahead and stay with the mithril knife. That's fine. So he has the same amount of attack power as almost everybody else. So that's a little interesting. It looks like another difference is looks like female characters start with slightly less physical attack power, but slightly more magic power, at least comparing these two characters. Okay, well, good to know. Alright, but yeah, Aaron's going to be our archer, so she's going to use the bowgun for now. Forge will have the Squire stuff. Auric's going to be a chemist for probably just this battle, and Ramza's going to do his thing. Okay, let's go ahead and get ready for the battle. I'm going to go ahead and save, because that's a good thing to do. Save here. Just in case. Am I still recording? Yes, I am. Good. Alright, so... yeah, this is going to be story battle? Did I miss something about... did I miss some story stuff? I'm going to skip through it, so... oh, yeah. Give me a moment. Sorry about that. So, I had a flashback with Ramza's father dying just at the end, just after the war ended. That's all you really missed. Anyway, so yeah, we have a max capacity of 4 because unfortunately we're going to be dealing with guests, including Delita. But hopefully Delita will do okay, because it's not too shabby now, because we did give him a bunch of free experience, and he'll eventually become a knight. Putting forth that effort actually will make some of your early battles a little bit easier, because guests kind of are just in the way and tend to be rather weak because you don't level them up. But if you take a little bit of time just to get them slightly useful, it can actually help out a lot in a lot of these battles. Anyway. Okay. That is... do that. Alright. Oh, by the way, Ramza is equipped with battle boots, which is an accessory that increases his movement by 1. So he actually has the most movement out of everybody. Well, he's tied for movement with Delita, I think. Actually, I don't think Delita has boots. Whatever. We get to meet everyone's favorite person. So that's Algus. He's gonna be our other guest. Now what's funny is if you do say number 1, like no matter what option you pick, you're gonna be trying to save this guy. But if you do pick number 1, Algus will call you out on it later on in the story, which is something I just recently found out. Just a nice touch, but you know, I kind of wish this tactical game had a little bit more choice as far as story goes. That's fine. Let's save him. Fortunately, we have to keep Algus alive, I believe, so this is going to be a bit annoying. Alright, that was a really good counter throw. Holy crap, that was 36 damage! And now he's crippled. Perfect. That thief is a pain. Depending on how you have your party set up, he could, instead of going after Algus, he could go straight for one of your female characters and do Steel Heart. In which case your character will be charmed. Okay, good. The regions. So they're wasting actions trying to get this guy back on his feet, which is great. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we have. So this is Algus. He has a bowgun, a buckler. He's a squire that can actually use a shield. He does have a leather outfit, which gives him a little bit of extra HP. He's got battle boots and move +1, so he's got a lot of movement. So he should be fine, as long as we, you know, keep him on his feet. The squire here, nothing too special. He's just got a dagger, but he has some precision attacks. He also has monster skill, which is going to be an issue because there's a Tonberry over there. But he also has counter throw, so there's a 69% chance that he will do that counter throw move. It does a variable amount of damage. Anyway, this is our first encounter with a monster. This is a Tonberry. This is also something very unique to 1.3. In the base game, there's a type of monster known as cougars. They're like there's like 3 different cats, palette swaps. Those have been removed and replaced with Tonberries in 1.3. So this is what we got. So instead of dealing with potentially some weak cougars and then eventually cats that can petrify you, you now have to deal with Tonberries that can do instant death. And as you can see, their attack power is rather high, as well as their magic. Go ahead and pull them up. Sneaky creature that creeps towards its enemies carrying a knife and a lantern. It automatically has Counter and Meatbone Slash. And cannot enter water, which doesn't matter because there's no water on this map. But yeah, he has 2 reactions. He has Counter, which is something that will trigger, looks like 40% of the time because of his Brave. But there's also a 40% chance when you reduce him to critical that he will immediately counterattack, doing damage equal to the amount of hit points he's missing. Speaking of hit points that are missing, everyone's Grudge, it's a 4-range attack that does damage equal to the amount of damage he's missing, or amount of hit points he's missing. So if he happens to be at 1 HP, this attack will hit you for 62 points of damage. And it's, I think it has 100% accuracy. So yeah, if you're going to attack a Tonberry, make sure you go all out, or at least make sure you're not hitting him so hard that he's going to start using everyone's Grudge. This is his primary attack. It's Chef Knife. It's a melee attack, and it has a chance of instant death. And then his final ability is a ranged debuff that can cause slow on poison, and it's reasonably accurate. So, yeah, this guy's annoying. He is super slow. He only moves 3, so, and he has a speed of 5. So, our goal is to kind of just deal with everyone else and then deal with Tonberry last. Anyway, over here we do have a squire with a bowgun. He does have weapon guard, but the weapon guard's not going to really do much. So he has a total of like 15 evasion, not too bad. The thief here is the biggest issue because he does have steel, and he knows Steel Heart. Also, all thieves automatically have concentrate, which means they will always hit with melee attacks. Or sorry, they always hit with any physical attack, because it just ignores your evasion. That's why when he attacked Algus here, it was 100%, because thieves always have 100% accuracy. We got a square over here. He's got precision, weapon guard, jump +1, which jump +1 doesn't do shit. And this square actually has a broadsword, so not too bad. Okay. If that was a bit much to take in, but it is what it is. Nice. Good job, Delita, and you leveled up. August is already having another turn. Oh wait, he hasn't had a turn. His damage was just pure counterattack. Now he is running into the middle of all that, which is not particularly good. Okay. Yeah, go after them. So, despite the fact we have like Phoenix Downs and stuff like that, if August falls, it is a game over. Speaking of reviving, I should have bought a bunch of healing items, which is what I should have done, but I completely forgot. So, my bad. That's okay, we'll just make do with what we got. I do have Throw Stone, but everything's too far away. Can I cheer up? Nope, too far away. Counter throw, guarded, good. And job level up. So now he has he should have access to yep, he can become a knight and marksman now. That's good. So yeah, unfortunately I only have 2 potions. I should have bought a bunch because that was part of the reason why I sold Power Source. But I'm not intelligent, so we'll just make do with what we have. Okay, he is now critical. That Tonberry is going to be on the move. And of course. Okay, he's just going to cheer up. None of these guys have items, so the only way they can revive each other is with Wish if they happen to know it. Also, that dead body you can't stand on dead bodies, so that does help out a little bit. 38% chance. Okay, good. They're wasting actions. Alright, in the meantime, we'll go ahead and keep the pressure going. Take him out. Still, I generally want Delita to get as much experience as possible, because obviously you can't level up outside of combat, and you used one of my high potions. That kind of sucks, but I mean, at least you got healed up and now you're backing off. That's good. The last thing I want is that Tonberry to get an instant death on August, because this is actually a good draw for combat here. It is 67%. Sorry for the stuttering sound. Okay. 73% chance to do slow and poison. Have fun. Okay, you get an action first. But I'd rather just get the kill. Good stuff. I do want to get some of these bodies if possible. Oh, beat down. So beat down is a low accuracy but high damage attack. Definitely not something you want to mess around with because the AI has uncanny luck with that ability. Okay, job level up, good. Okay. No double strike, that's fine. Ah, you missed. Alright, you're gonna go ahead and move out of the way. You definitely want to take advantage of your crossbows for the Tonberry. So at least make sure you bring at least one. Let's go ahead and use a potion on you. Unfortunately, I don't think you're gonna get enough. Yeah, you need 80 more freaking job points to get maintenance. I mean, technically, he already has maintenance. He has it as long as he's a chemist, he has maintenance. But we want to get it as an actual support ability, so we can use it outside the class. 24 damage. Okay, item dropped. And I think you're out of my range. Nope, you're not. Okay. I think we're okay. Oh, we're dead. Well, I was hoping to get that item, but I guess we won the fight. Skip through all this story. Blind knife, potion, Phoenix down. Yay, potion. Blah blah blah. Now at this point, if you are brave, you can attempt to grind for experience now. Because you can come in from the east tier and go into Mandalia Plains and keep doing that until you get a random encounter. I don't recommend that. I'll point out why that is later. Now the way these locations work is for random encounters, it all depends on what direction you come in from when you trigger the encounter. So triggering it from the east is a lot more difficult than triggering it from the west. What direction you come in from does decide what starting location you have, but also decides what sort of monsters and enemies you encounter. And coming in from the right, you end up dealing with some pretty high-level thieves, and thieves have freaking 100% accuracy, as well as some pretty nasty monsters, which you're probably not going to be really ready for, especially if this is your first time with 1.3. Monsters are rough, and they will wreck you if you don't recognize their abilities. If you come in from the west, on the other hand, the encounters, the encounter could range from rather difficult to manageable. And once you start getting knights, it definitely gets easier. And you can also potentially get some pretty good items. I'll point out, I will show a few of the random encounters, of course, just to show the difference. But I wanted to go ahead and say that now, because the first thing you're probably going to go ahead and do is just go to Icarus Castle, do the story stuff. Also at Icarus Castle is gear for knights. So that'll be the prime time to start taking advantage of things like that. Anyway, the only thing I'm going to go ahead and do right now is I'm going to go ahead and take his buckler and give it to somebody else. Here, you can have it. Actually, no, we want to give it to someone that's going to be in melee. There you go. Good stuff. We also got a blind knife, which is higher attack power. It's even stronger than a broadsword, and it has a chance of causing darkness. So it causes blind. By the way, if you have concentrate, blindness does nothing to you. Just FYI. Anyway, besides that, let's take a look at what we have access to. Okay, I already have move +1, so none of this matters. I can get equip axe, but I don't really care about that either. So tell you what, let's get nothing. But we did unlock knight, which is good. But there's no real abilities I care about unlocking at the moment. So yeah, I will probably go ahead and actually change classes for him as well. Let's go ahead and change him into a chemist. And I'll start working on making him a priest. So he can get his white magic, and then I'll switch him right back to a knight. Everyone else I think has got a while to go, unfortunately. Yeah, they got a while to go. Oh, actually we did get a few things. In fact, we even got some job points for other classes, so let's go ahead and do that right now. So, Squire, move +1. You're just short of move +1, and you can get move +1. There you go. But yeah, if you're a little concerned about the fight, because it can't go the other way very quickly if you're not careful, that getting the that high damage counterattack on the thief right off the bat definitely turned things in our favor, because it made all the characters start focusing on doing low % chance regen effects instead of actually fighting. So it quickly turned the tide. Anyway, enough rambling. I'm the Depressed Dior. This was Final Fantasy Tactics 1.3. See you guys in a bit.